This the original Death Valley. It is rocking in anticipation of this battle today. We have a mid-season matchup of two teams that have earned top 25 rankings, so a good test for both teams with playoff implications on the line. As we'll see the number 13 team in the country, the UCF Knights, taking on the third-ranked team, the Clemson Tigers. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. The Knights will kick this deep to get us going. So it'll be a touchback, ball spotted at the 25. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Takes the handoff and tests the left side. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Takes the handoff, heads to the right. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, they don't block the defensive end. It shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Now in third and very long, looking to throw. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. Completion nets about 9 yards. Not enough for the first, and it's fourth down.
Now the defense plays it pretty well. Force the quarterback to make the throw in front of you as a defense. Then you square up and make the tackle. Force them to do something special after the catch. That tactic works here. Now we've got a fourth down.
And the Tigers will line up to punt it away. And on fourth down, the punter sends it away. Running it back, it's Brown. And the returner brought down by the coverage team.
And the UCF offense will take over. First and 10.
It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. Everyone moves the ball across the 40.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Here's the second down play. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. Defense makes the stop very close to a first down.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Makes a quick catch. Tackled across midfield at the 48. Good enough for a first down.
Well, when you play zone defense on third down and you don't get pressure from your defensive line, you're going to give a quarterback a lot of time to be able to find an open receiver and eventually get the first down. Not surprised at all that they're able to convert.
The Knights will have 1st and 10 here. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
The game makes it 2nd and medium. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
The Knights are moving quickly down the field. Play action here on first down. Snags the quick throw. Tackle after the completion down at the 1-yard line.
Chris, we get so caught up in these wide receivers and their playmaking ability and getting them the ball in space. And like the defense has to pay attention to them. Often too much attention opens up an underneath drag route like this, and the quarterback makes a good read.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Knights. Now the important point after attempt. And it's 7-0 after the BAT. Now they get set to kick it away.
7, Clemson, 0.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there to start the 25. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. This group is coming off a quick 3 and out. Can they put something together in this drive? Looks to his left and makes the completion. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays, but the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Defense is coming after him. And it's incomplete on the throwaway. Didn't find anybody open. Brings up a 2nd down now. They're going to run the option. Pitch to the back. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Receiver makes the catch. Brought down to the 47, and that will move the sticks.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on 3rd down, get him the ball.
Looking right, this one caught. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
The quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, UCF 7, Clemson 0.
Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. They stop him, but it's a first down.
So you're a defensive coordinator trying to stop this offense. Your eyes are in the backfield worried about that quarterback. He's going to run it or throw it. You got to worry about the receivers getting downfield and making big plays. And now, by the way, you got a program that has great history at the running back spot. Guys like, think about it, Travis Etienne and C.J. Spiller, the backs they have here now on this roster. Boy, just so many different combinations and ways to attack you.
There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense, almost anticipating this play. They're in position to bring him down for a loss.
To the air, it's Raiola. Running back has it on a screen now. The defense all over it. They stop it right at the line.
I can see what the quarterback's trying to do here, Chris, and he gets the completion, but just no gain. There's just no room to go after the catch.
Eighth play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. And he's shoved out of bounds by the defense short of the first down marker.
Love to see quarterbacks try to keep a play alive. He gave it everything he had here. He came up short of the first down. Boy, he gave him a chance.
Offense on the field. It's fourth down and 9. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. He's escaping the pocket now. And he's brought down, a sack by the defense coming up big on this fourth down play.
Now the quarterback's got to get the ball out of his hands. He had a lot of time back there in the pocket, looking over the field, desperately trying to find an open receiver. Nobody's open, but he still has got to take off or try to make a play. Instead, he's sacked, and it's a turnover on downs.
Powering through. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. That pass is caught. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
The drive stays alive with that first down completion. He's going to hand this off. And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Second down play coming up for this offense. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
Boy, a great play here by a Clemson defender. It makes you think of all these great Clemson defenders they've had over the years, like The Fridge or Daquan Bowers, Vic Beasley, Grady Jarrett. Of course, most recently, Miles Murphy, who got drafted just a few years ago. Always great defensive lineman, allows this defense to be athletic. And with players like this, it's just a defense you do not want to face.
Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on third down. The Knights will line up to boot it away. He should be able to pin them back deep here with his first punt. So we've reached the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to take the lead here before halftime. Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. Well, it's been an entertaining first half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. Receiver makes the grab, and the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage.
This play takes a little bit of time to develop. The quarterback shows outstanding patience here before he makes that throw.
That completion makes it second and medium. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. He brings it down, but he reaches the 30-yard line.
Ooh, how about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
It's a strong run, keeps the drive going. First down now. Looking to pass, it's Raiola. It's a quick grab, and he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. They get him down at the 41, but that's good enough for a first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
This offense has gotten going at long last. It's another 1st and 10. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. And he cannot escape the defense with a sack.
You know, a lot of times we get caught up, Chris, in the one-on-one battles with the receivers and the DBs. Here's a great example of up front, the offensive line and the defensive line. Who wins that battle? This time the defense wins it, and they get the sack.
First down sack pushes the ball back. Second down coming up. Goes to his right side there for the completion. When they bring him down, that's a very solid gain, but still well short of the marker. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. They come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive going. Can the defense get a stop here? They'll change the pre-snap look now. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. On the move, looking deep. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up 4th down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, boy, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
Okay, so the UCF offense is back out on the field. Interesting position here. How aggressive do they get to try to add to this lead before halftime? First down, looking to throw the football. Pressure is coming. And the senior making a disruptive impact play.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
So now at the 13-yard line, it's 2nd and long. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. And they bring him down after a solid gain, but it's still well short of the first down marker. Now the offense will call a timeout here. Something they didn't like about what they saw there. Wanted to make an adjustment before this critical down. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. Can't hold on. Good defensive play, brings up a 4th down.
Boy, Chris, what a hit there on that 3rd down play by the defensive back. If he doesn't make that play, that's probably a first down, and they move the sticks. Instead, we've now got 4th down.
And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. So the first play of the drive, can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Looking for the wideout. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. He's moving out of the pocket now. And that's incomplete. Just 8 seconds remaining now.
Brings up 2nd down.
Incomplete. 2nd down coming up. Dropping back. It's Raiola. Incomplete with 4 seconds remaining. Time for just one more play.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Just time enough for one more play in the half. Try to make it with a quarterback sneak. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the 2nd quarter. So with only a few seconds left in the half, the field goal unit comes out of the field. Field goal try, no good. And after the miss, still down by 7. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Tigers will kick it away to get us going in the 2nd half. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. UCF offense back out on the field. And a chance right away here in the 2nd half to stretch the lead and build momentum. Let's see what this defense can do about it. Opening play of the drive, he looks right for a completion. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play. Made the catch, but he was surrounded for not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards.
Quarterback will throw this out of the RPO. And that will pick up a first down. They'll spot it at 38.
Boy, really nice throw here to the slot receiver, and I love the quickness that he has after the catch. He's essentially a running back playing at that slot position. That's how dangerous he is after he makes a catch.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Off the play fake, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. And it's incomplete on the overthrow. Just too much on that ball.
That ball just seemed to sail on it. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch in bounds, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
It's a shotgun run call. He shreds the tackle. Nice run. He's brought down to the 44.
Coaches told us in the pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed. They also showed the ability to break tackles on that one.
Offense looking to keep the drive going here. 3rd and short now from the 44. And the quarterback keeps it here. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
How impressive have these guys been up front today? Big 3rd down, know what you need to do, get the first down, continue to hold on to that lead, continue to work clock, and get that much closer to securing a victory.
And looking to throw now on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Fox. but he's hammered by the linebacker. What a hit.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice game. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Getting set. Here's second down. From the shotgun, Doc's back looking for an open man. They make the tackle, but the game moves the ball to the 28.
And the defense sits back in a zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a first down.
The Knights getting set on 1st and 10. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. It's incomplete. They waited all game for a chance to intercept one. Instead, it's second down.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, and hands, sometimes a little questionable, as we saw here.
Stiff arms the man. And he's run out after a big gain. The offense will be set up with a first down and goal. Well, he finally goes out of bounds down inside the 10, but that play sets up this offense in good scoring position.
It sure does. What a great play of creating momentum for this offense. Now you want to see if they give this back a chance to put it into the end zone now that they're first and goal. That was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fix, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. And this big crowd doing everything possible to inspire this defense down here near the goal line. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Caught quickly. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Well, anytime an offensive coordinator calls a wide receiver screen, he's trying to get offensive linemen out in front of the receiver to create a wall so that receiver can pick a lane to run through. How about the defense here, though? That's called team pursuit and swarming to the football. They didn't give him any lanes. So
touchdown, UCF. Strong game by this quarterback. And they'll set up now for the extra point try. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Return starts from inside the 5. He's got some daylight, turning on the speed. On the move. Can he make it? All the way for a touchdown. Special teams making a monster play. The returner gets the touchdown, but a bunch of guys contributed that time through.
Yeah, exactly right. The blocks up front really set the tone to be able to give him his chance. You don't see this happen very often in this game where a guy gets a chance to have a kickoff return for a touchdown. Everything has to be just perfect, and of course, he had the speed to be able to get it all the way to the end zone.
Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. And the UCF offense back out on the field now. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. Catch made over the middle. They bring him down, but he was fast enough to get that first down yardage.
Well, the quarterback has just too much time against this zone. There's not enough pressure. It's allowing him to sit back and pick apart this zone defense.
So one play moves the ball to the 42-yard line. It'll be first down. Looks right for a quick completion. And the second effort there will earn him the first down.
You know, each receiver brings something a little bit different to the table, Chris. To me, the outside receivers usually are a little bit longer, taller guys. You get those slot receivers in the inside, not only can they make the catch, but they have quickness to make plays after the catch. Great example of that right here.
On first down, it's play action. Catch made on the left side.
The pass on first down. Caught by the back. Gain of 8. Brings up second down.
And completion makes it second and short. Keeping it on the ground here. The Knights pick up enough yardage to move the sticks.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Keep it on the ground on first and goal. Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Knights. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT.
Chris, we get so caught up in this era of the spread, of throwing the football, and the quarterback and the receivers. This is a great example of the value of having a running back that has a nose for the end zone and can take it in for a touchdown.
And it's fielded. Can the returner make something happen here? He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. Should be the last play of the quarter. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Early movement there will cost the offense 5 yards. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. First down here for this offense. Scanning the field, it's Raiola. Makes a quick grab. And the tackle is made as time runs out in the third quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, UCF 21, Clemson 7.
Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39.
Well, it's another positive play, but man, look at the clock and look at the score. You still need a couple touchdowns to be able to get yourself back into this game and have a chance to win it. So you got to keep moving here and keep taking those shots downfield.
First down, looking to throw the ball. The pass rush closing in. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
He just has to be protected better than that. He's the guy who can shift the tenure of a game. It's the offensive line's job to ensure he's kept clean.
Incompletion sets up a second down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Running back grabs it on a screen. They can't slow him down. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Chris, here we are in the fourth quarter. These guys are trailing. Hadn't been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. Lets it go quickly. He's got it for a big gain. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Now the offense is taking advantage of the defense kind of sitting back with this lead. That's back-to-back plays of big yards. You know, it's a bend but don't break mentality from this defense, but they might want to reevaluate because this offense is moving the ball too quickly down the field.
Moving the receiver around pre-snap. They'll try the ground game here with the running back.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Looking downfield, it's Raiola. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
From the pocket, delivers over the middle. The gain is not enough for first down, so it brings up a 4th and short.
Coming up.
The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice. Needs a completion here on 4th down. And he's swarmed by the pass rush. A sack to end this drive.
Well, I don't blame the offensive coordinator here. It's the right thing to do down a couple scores. They just didn't execute.
Okay, so the UCF offense is back out on the field. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far. Can they keep it going? They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, good job here on that stop, but remember the ball is inbounds and the clock keeps moving here late in the game and you're trailing. As a defense, you got to start thinking about utilizing those timeouts. You got all 3 to use. At what point are you going to start putting those into play?
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Makes a quick catch. And they bring him down quickly, but that's a solid gain on the short throw.
Chris, that's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
That'll pick up first down yardage very near the 40.
You know, they've got a lead here late in the game, and the play calling, I think, shows you how much confidence they have in this quarterback. He's had a pretty clean game today, and this decision to still throw the ball with the lead shows you that they believe he's going to make the right decisions and make accurate throws.
The running back carry. Gain of 5. 2nd down.
2nd down play coming up. And they'll just try to run some clock here, keeping it on the ground. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, this is a huge 3rd down coming up here, and here's where that chess match comes to head. And for the defense, they desperately need to make a play if they believe they have any chance of coming back to win this game.
And that's the 2-minute warning. And this offense looking to run out the clock and secure an impressive win here today. The offense facing a tough conversion here, 3rd and long from the 42. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. It's complete. What a grab near the sideline. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Well, this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on 3rd down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
Brings up 2nd down.
Important 2nd down play coming up. QB decides to keep it here. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. And he's got it. Touchdown, UCF. And they get set now to try the PAT.
Number 0. Halting in the end zone.
The extra point up and good. A 3-touchdown lead now here in the final quarter.
That makes the score. UCF 28, Clemson 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away.
Kick this one away.
And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16.
Clemson Tigers will take over. 1st and 10.
opposing offense is back out there. Well, this has been a disappointment. They've had their doors blown off here, just playing for pride at this point. Contact as he threw it. And that's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood their scheme because they have been aggressive and attacking all game long.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. Caught by the back behind the line of scrimmage. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Chris, now that we're in the final couple minutes of this game, it's a good time to just kind of step back and appreciate the job this defense has done throughout the entire game. They've applied pressure. They've been physical at the line of scrimmage. Good job in space. And a big part of the reason that they have such a big lead today.
And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down.
Well, this offense has a long way to be able to get back and potentially win this game, but they're doing the right things, managing the clock, picking up good yards, and getting out of bounds.
Tries to beat the pressure with a deep shot. And the catch is made way downfield. That's a big gain, but he could have used that when this football game was still in doubt.
How about this guy making this throw? I mean, they have harassed him all game long, and here we are in the fourth quarter. He takes another hit, and this time gets enough on it to be able to complete it. Great play by the quarterback.
Complete to the basket. No gain on the play. Second down coming up.
Second down after that previous play.
42 Spider. 4-2 Dino.
To throw, it's Raiola. Oh, a throwaway there. Gave up on the play, but now it's going to bring up third down.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief that things can get better, but it's just been a disastrous day for the offense.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Head coach stays aggressive after failing on the last two fourth down attempts. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Finds his receiver. That's enough for the first down. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Just great execution here on this fourth down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the first down.
Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Looking to throw it from the red zone. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
I mean, this defense is having their way with this offensive line. That poor quarterback doesn't have a chance. Every time he drops back to throw, he's getting ear-holed. You better make some adjustments up front to give your poor quarterback a chance.
The pocket breaking down. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down.
Chris, this offensive coordinator is going to have to adjust. We've seen hits and sacks and pressure on this quarterback all game long. They've got to find a solution to create more time for the quarterback to be able to throw the football, or maybe completely overhaul and change what they're doing on offense.
Coming up, fourth down.
4th and 10 after 3 straight incompletions. Can they connect this time?
Moves. Timber.
Looking to pass. It's Wyola. Running out of time in the pocket. He's got it right near the end zone. He's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge 4th down stop.
Chris, I like the call here going for it on 4th down, but the receiver has got to do a better job of knowing exactly where that 1st down marker is and run that route a yard or 2 beyond the sticks to be able to give yourself a chance to pick up the 1st down. Instead, the defense comes up with a stop and they get the ball back.
Brings up 2nd down.
Well, this was an intriguing matchup coming in. We weren't sure which way it was going to go. Kirk, what do you think made the difference today?
Well, I think it's the critical moments, the 3rd downs, the red zones, the turnover margin. Those are the areas you're usually going to see the difference in a close game, and today they were able to come up on top in a lot of those aspects of the game.